We'll be dealing with type 2. Last time I had done type 1, which was uniform motion. There was only one formula. Speed is distance upon time. Average speed is total distance upon total time. Average velocity is total displacement upon total time. Miscellaneous sums were done in the class. Some questions were given for homework also. Today I am doing type 2, that is uniform accelerated motion. Means what? A is constant. Acceleration is constant. Whenever acceleration is constant, better, I will use these kinematical equations. V is u plus at. S is ut plus half at square. V square is equal to u square plus 2as, and distance covered in the nth second is u plus a by 2 2n minus 1. ठीक है? अच्छा, I'm not putting vector form over here because we are only dealing with one dimensions. So when it is I cap, it will be total I cap. J cap, it is J cap. K cap, it is K cap. We are only dealing with one dimension right now. And substitute all variables with signs, or all vectors with signs. Means what? If it is the up direction, we'll take plus. अगर नीचे है तो minus, right है plus, left है minus. Understanding? So on the basis of this, one more note point is there. That displacement is always measured from the starting point, right? Displacement is always measured from the starting point. Write fast, please. Displacement is always measured from the starting point. Displacement will always be written as final coordinate minus initial coordinate in one dimension. Always be written as final coordinate minus initial coordinate. On the basis of this, we write one sum. First question, question number 1, write please. A ball is thrown upward. A ball is thrown upwards from the top of a tower (40 meters in height). With a velocity of 10 meters per second. With a velocity of 10 meters per second, find the time when it strikes the ground. When it strikes the ground. Look over here. I will do one sum, then you all will do one more sum. So they are telling you that this is the ground. There's a tower over here. The height of the tower is given as 40 meter. And there's a ball over here. The ball is thrown up with the speed of how much? 10 meter per second? Can I say u is 10 meter per second? Can anyone tell me which motion will the ball follow? The ball will go up. Will the speed increase or decrease while going up? Decrease. Finally it will stop and then come down due to gravity. So the motion of the ball is going to be somewhere this way. Yes or no? This time is zero time. When you started observing, I want to find this time is how much? The total time from here till here is how much? Getting it? सबसे पहले you need to find displacement. Can anyone tell me how much is the displacement? 40. Displacement is 40. We'll see that. Displacement is final vector minus initial vector, or final coordinate minus initial coordinate. Can anyone tell me how much is this coordinate? Beta 0. How much is this coordinate? Initial coordinate? Beta 40. So final coordinate is 0, because this is the reference line. Minus initial coordinate is 40. So answer will become minus 40 meters. You know displacement is downward, because this part of the ball and this part of the ball out displacement will cancel. Na? Plus and minus will cancel. This is only left. So this part is left is minus 40 going down. Yes or no? Now I'll apply this kinematical equation. Can I say S is equal to ut plus half at square? S is minus 40. U is 10 plus 10. T plus half A. A is gravity, which is always directed downwards. So G will be taken as minus 10 T square. You have to substitute everything with sign. So all the physical quantities directed upward are positive and downward are negative. So this will be minus 40 10t minus 5t square. So it will be minus 8 is equal to 2t minus t square. So t square minus 2t minus 8 is equal to 0. So this could be t minus 4 and t plus 2 is equal to 0. So t will become 4 seconds or t will be minus 2 seconds. Now generally, what is the significance of both of the times? Listen to me please. Positive time means from here till here. So this whole time is 4 seconds. This is correct. This you will take. You will think that time is never negative, but what is the significance of minus time? The significance of minus time is that before the event occurs, this time from here till here, from reference line till here, this was minus 2 seconds. So from here till here is 2 seconds. But we started observing here. Suppose the ball would have gone up, then this would have taken 2 seconds. But since my event is starting here, so we will consider only 4 seconds and not this 2 seconds which have occurred before the event occurring. You understand what's happening? So this is the significance of minus time. It is not wrong. This is before the event occurs. This is after the event occurs, and we are only interested in after the event occurs. After time 0, before time 0. Got it? Start writing. Write example 2. A particle is thrown upward. A particle is thrown upwards from a tower of height 20 meter. Of height 20 meter. With a velocity of 40 meter per second. With a velocity of 40 meter per second. Find the time. Find the time when the particle is at a height of 50 meter from the ground, and find the velocity at that moment. Find the velocity at that moment. ध्यान दीजिए इधर. Listen. The ground is the tower. Particle is here. The height of the tower is 20 meter and 40 meter per second, so we are throwing it up. Speed is 40 meter per second. The height of the tower is given as 20 meter. The motion which is followed by this ball will be retarded while going up and accelerated while coming down. This is my reference line. I want to find the time and the velocity when it is at a height of 50 meter from the ground. So suppose at this height, this is the height of 50 meter from the ground. Reference है ना ये, reference मतलब 0 meter, 20 meter, 50 meter. ठीक है. So can anyone tell me how many times will he pass by 50 meter from the ground? 2 times. This time the velocity is v1 and the time is t1. And this velocity while going down is v2 and the time over here is t2. मतलब मुझे फाइंड करना है v1 v2 and t1 t2. And always remember that t2 is bigger and t1 is smaller. ऐसे ही होगा. Getting it? Can anyone tell me how much is the displacement? Will always be final vector minus initial vector. Final coordinate जहां पर जाना है 50. Initial coordinate is 20. ये नहीं है. So it is going to become 30 meter plus 30. Because obviously this is plus 30 na. Shortest distance between the initial to final position is 30. So this is the displacement. Displacement is the shortest distance. Now I am using the formula. S is ut plus half at square. S कितना 30 है ऊपर. U is 40 plus ऊपर. Plus half A. A is minus 10. G is down. T square. So 30 is equal to 40t minus 5t square. So it will become 6 is equal to 8t minus t square. So t square minus 8t plus 6 is equal to 0. You getting it? Now we know that a will become 1, b is minus 8 and c is 6. So t1 and t2 will be solved by minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a minus b. So minus of minus 8 will become plus 8 plus minus b square 64 minus 4ac. So it will become 4 into 1 into 6 by 2a plus 8 plus minus root of 40 by 2. 40 का root is 2 root 10. So plus 8 plus minus 2 root 10 by 2. So it is going to become plus 4 plus minus root 10. Root 10 is 3.3. So answer will be 7.3 or 1.7. The bigger time, that is T2, is 7.3 seconds and T1 is 0.7 seconds. यहाँ से यहाँ तक he is taking 0.7. यहाँ से यहाँ तक he is taking 7.3 seconds. Getting it? Now we need to find the velocity also at that instant. Can I say V is equal to U plus AT? So V1, T1. U is 40. A is minus 10. T1 is given as 0.7. So it will be 40 minus 7. That is 33 meter per second. And similarly, V is U plus AT. U is 40 minus 10. T2 is 7.3. So this will become 7340. Will become minus 33 meter per second. Now it is very important to understand over here what is happening. We know that this is 33. And we know it is at the same level. So nature will love symmetry. Means if this is up 33, this will be down 33. That's why we get the answer in minus. Did you understand the concept? Okay. So we'll put the heading as direct results. Direct results. First, suppose a body is there, it's thrown up, speed u. I throw it up from the ground with speed u. The time taken to go up, it will follow this motion, na beta. The time taken to reach the maximum height will be u by g. Matlab if I throw with 30, how much time will it take to reach the top 3 seconds? If I throw with 50 meter per second, then 5 seconds. G is 10, na? Similarly, the time taken to come down will also be u by g because it does follow symmetry. Time of ascent and descendant are the same. So what will be the total time taken for the motion? 2u by g. Total time. And the maximum height reached will be u square by 2g. Will be u square by 2g. U square by 2g means if I am throwing it with a speed of 10, so it will be 10 square by 20. That is how many meter? 5 meter. Okay. If I throw with the speed of 20, so it will be 400 by 20. That is how much? 20 meters. These are all shortcuts. If you remember, it will help you. You can solve by kinematical equation also, but if you remember what was the time taken to go up, u by g. What is the time taken to come down, u by g. What is the total time, 2u by g. What is the maximum height reached, u square by 2g. So that step will be saved. Second, if I tell you the ball over here is dropped, drop मतलब इसका u 0 था. There's a difference between drop and throw. Throw means you have to throw with some velocity, and drop means you are just dropping it. Drop it. Can I say it will come down and hit the ground with some velocity? The velocity over here which it is hitting the ground is under root of 2gh, which is the height from which it is dropped. Means if I drop it from a height of 10 meter, so 10 tens are 100 into 2, that is root of 200. So it will hit the ground with a speed of approximately root of 200 meter per second. Okay, just before striking the ground, it will be having that amount of velocity. Getting it? Third and the most important part that I am discussing, seconds diagram. Motion under gravity. ध्यान देना इधर. Pay attention on this is important. Suppose if I have and I throw a ball up with the speed of 40 meter per second at time 0. I throw a ball up with how much? Speed 40 meter per second at the 0th second. You know what is the value of g? 10. Means every second there will be a decrement of 10. While going up it will retard, no? While coming down it will increase. So every second there will be a retardation of 10. Means at 1 second, how much will be the speed of the ball? 30. The second, third second, 10. The fourth second, it will stop. It will turn back. Same fourth second. Now in the fifth second, there will be an increment of 10. Because gravity is down. 20. 30. And this will be 40 because it will love symmetry. Getting it? They're all seconds. Clear है? Now remember the shortcut. इधर ध्यान देना. अभी तक not started. Seconds diagram tells you that while coming down, this is how much beta 0. While coming down, can I say while coming down, beta, this is the first second, this is the second second, this is the third second, this is the fourth second. While coming down from rest, while coming down from rest, while coming down from rest in the first second, always it will cover 5 meters. Always. In the second, it will always cover 15 meters. Third second, always it will cover 25 meters. Fourth second, always it will cover 35 meters. How, sir? How did you get this? It is called as Galileo law of odd numbers. It will always follow odd numbers. 1 into 5, 3 into 5, 5 into 5, 7 into 5, 9 into 5, 11 into 5, 13 into 5. But यहाँ पर तो it is reaching the ground, ना? Are you understanding what's happening? Now, if I ask you some questions about this thing, please pay attention. If I ask you what is the distance covered from 4 to 6 seconds? What is the distance covered from 4 to 8 seconds? 4 to 8 seconds. 35 plus 25 plus 15 plus 5. 80 meters. You add and see, na? So 35 plus 25 plus 15 plus 5 is 80 meter. And if you cross check, the maximum height reached is u square by 2g. What is the u? 40. 40 square is 1600. By 2g will become 80. 80. Maximum height reached is 80. Now I am starting with the main questions. Adar dhyan dena. Can I make replica of this with this motion also? Can I say the distance covered in the 4th to 5th second is same distance covered from 3rd to 4th second? Can I say the distance covered in the 7th to 8th second is the same distance covered from 0 to 1 second? Now, some questions from my side. What is the distance covered from 0 to 2 seconds? ये है 35 और ये है 25. कितना हो गया? 60. From 0 to 2 seconds, carry forward, it is 60. Can anyone tell me what is the displacement covered from 0 to 3 seconds? 0 to 3 seconds, how much is the displacement covered? तो ये हो गया 60 plus 15, that will become 75. Now थोड़ा टफ वाला करते हैं. What is the distance covered from 0 to 5 seconds? Distance covered का मतलब है it is the actual path traveled. So actual path from 0 to 5 is this way, ना? So यहाँ से यहाँ तक तो 80 है plus 5, 85. Now, what is the displacement covered from 0 to 5 seconds? आपने कैसे किया? 80 minus 5. या तो आप एक काम कर सकते हैं, from initial position to final position you just count this much because it is the shortest distance, ना? तो 0 से shortest distance ऐसे ही रहेगा ना. आप ऐसे भी कर सकते, this minus this, बट आप ऐसे मत करो. 0 से लेके 5 तक ऐसे directly you can reach. Okay, you can ask, you can tell me that what is the distance covered from 0 to 7 seconds? 0 to 7 seconds. कितना होगा भाई? 125. मतलब ये 80 है, ये पूरा 80 है, 160 हो गया. 160 में से 35 निकाल दो, तो इतना ही होगा ना. ऐसे सेम. What is the displacement covered from 0 to 7 seconds? 35. ये देखिए यहाँ से यहाँ तक ही जाना है. This is the actual shortest distance, ना? Or you can do this minus this. वो सब कौन करेगा? Initial to final, because it is final coordinate minus initial coordinate. बात समझ में आ गई आपको? This will help you by looking at any question of motion under gravity. You can do the sum. समझ में आ रही है बात? ये कॉपी करिए, फिर आई विल गिव यू वन क्वेश्चन व्हिच यू ऑल आर गोइंग टू डू. ओके, a body is thrown upward with a speed of 30 meter per second. Find the distance and the displacement. Find the distance and the displacement at t is equal to 2 seconds, comma t is equal to 3 seconds, comma t is equal to 4 seconds. तो आपको यहाँ पर 30 मीटर्स पर सेकेंड का सेकेंड्स डायग्राम बनाना है. एंड यू वांट टू फाइंड द डिस्टेंस एंड द डिस्प्लेसमेंट एट t is equal to 2, 3 and 4 seconds respectively. Next question, right? A particle is moving along the x-axis. A particle is moving along the x-axis. At time 0. At time 0, its x coordinate is minus 10 meters. And velocity varies as 30 minus 5t. v is equal to 30 minus 5t. ये दिया हुआ है. They have given you this thing. Question: At how many times the particle is at a distance of 15 meters from the origin. 15 meters from the origin. Please try to understand the scenario. What is happening? ध्यान दीजिए इधर. ये x axis है, ये origin है बेटा. पार्टिकल यहां पर नहीं है. पार्टिकल एट टाइम 0 इज x इनिशियल इज माइनस कितना है 10 meters. टाइम 0, दिस इज द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट. पार्टिकल यहां पर है. अच्छा, जब हम ये इक्वेशन को देखते हैं तो कैन आई से v इज u प्लस 80. So initial velocity is 30. Acceleration is minus 5 meter per second square. इसका मतलब होता है the ball is going यहां पर with 30, but acceleration is opposite direction, means it is retardation in this direction. सबको समझ आ रहा है क्या हो रहा है? ओके, क्वेश्चन का एनालिसिस बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. शुड नो. कैन एनीवन टेल मी हाउ विल बी द मोशन ऑफ द बॉल? द बॉल is going to slow down and slow down and slow down and finally stop. Then it will turn in the backward direction because of this acceleration. It is like motion under gravity ना. ऊपर जाके slow down करना है, फिर नीचे आना है. So it is going to happen this way. That ही ऐसे आ जाएगा. फिर यहां पर आकर it will turn and keep going back always forever if it is a frictionless surface. बोलिए, ऐसे ही होगा ना. कीप गोइंग. मुझे क्या चाहिए? मुझे चाहिए एट हाउ मेनी टाइम्स इट इज क्रॉसिंग अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 15 मीटर फ्रॉम द ओरिजिन. सो ओरिजिन से 15 मीटर यहां पर है. अच्छा, ओरिजिन से 15 मीटर वहां पर भी है. यस और नो? तो कोई बता सकता है कितने टाइम पर वो क्रॉस करेगा? हाउ मेनी टाइम्स आर देयर? 1 टाइम, 2 टाइम और 3 टाइम्स. देखिए यहां पर जाते वक्त इट विल क्रॉस, दैट इज T1. यहां सर सेम T2, बट T2 विल बी ग्रेटर देन T1. एंड यहां से भी पास होना है, इट विल बी व्हाट? T3. Are you understanding? It is covering, it is passing through a distance of 15 meter from the origin. तो 15 मीटर यहां पर भी हो सकता है, यहां पर भी हो सकता है. They are not telling you displacement, it's distance. तो यहां से तो जब वो आएगा तो T1, फिर से जाएगा तो T2, and then it is never going to, it will pass this point and never going to come back because it is accelerating in that direction. You getting it? So I want to find T1, T2 and T3 also. We have predicted over here that it is 3 times. But कभी कभी ऐसे भी हो सकता है कि सपोज पहुंचे ही ना हो इधर, इसके बीच में ऐसे टर्न करके वापस चला जाए. तो दैट मीन्स ये तीनों टाइम क्या आना चाहिए? पॉजिटिव आना चाहिए ना. अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट्स हैपनिंग? अगर ये इमेजिनरी टाइम आया, इसका मतलब ये पहुंचेगा ही नहीं इधर. इट विल टर्न बैक एंड रीच ओनली. तो दैट मोमेंट विल ओनली हैव 1 टाइम. मतलब ऐसे हो गए, बॉल इधर आके रुक गया और ऐसे टर्न मार के चला गया. नॉट हैपनिंग. सो दिस 3 टाइम्स T1, T2 and T3 will come what? Positive. Then only my answer of 3 times is correct. Did you understand? तो हमको क्या ढूंढना है? T1, T2. तो पहले हम T1, T2 ढूंढेंगे. Okay, so to find T1, T2, listen over here please. Can anyone tell me how much is the displacement? Can I say it is final vector minus initial vector? Final vector is 15, initial vector is minus 10 because it is starting point. कितना हो गया बेटा? 25. Because जब यहां से यहां पर आना है तो उसको 25 मीटर ट्रैवल करना है ना. देखिए ना, -10 से 0 पर आना है तो 10 और 0 से 15 पर जाना है तो 25. Now we'll use the formula S is ut plus half t square. S कितना बेटा? 25. U कितना बेटा? 30. A कितना है? -5 t square. So 25 is 30t minus 2.5 t square. Can I divide by 2.5? Yes or no? So T1 और T2 कहां से मिलेगा? माइनस b प्लस 12 प्लस माइनस b स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac अपॉन 2a ना. भाई सबको आता है ना ये करने के लिए, ठीक है. So this will become plus 12 plus minus 144 minus 40 is 104. 100 का रूट 10 होता है तो 104 का रूट होगा 10.2 अप्रोक्सीमेटली. तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? This will be 22.2 by 2 और क्या 1.8 by 2. So T1, अच्छा T1 छोटा टाइम है देखो, will become what? 0.9 seconds and T2 is बड़ा टाइम 11.1 seconds. सबको समझ आया? देखो दोनों पॉजिटिव है, इसका मतलब ये दो तो होंगे और वो तो होगा ही ना. Yes or no? अच्छा, if you want to find T3, so to find T3 ढूंढने के लिए how much will be the displacement? फाइनल वेक्टर माइनस इनिशियल वेक्टर, फाइनल वेक्टर कितना है -15, इनिशियल वेक्टर कितना है ये है -10, सो कैन आई से दिस विल बिकम -5। फिर आप एस इज यू टी प्लस हाफ ई टी स्क्वायर लगाइए, आपको T3 मिल जाएगा यहां से, एंड T3 विल ऑलवेज कम पॉजिटिव बिकॉज दैट इज अंडरस्टूड। सो हाउ मेनी टाइम्स आर एग्जिस्टिंग ओवर हियर? 3 टाइम्स। अंडरस्टैंड? अगर ये आंसर इमेजिनरी आता, मतलब कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स के फॉर्म में आता, यू विल गेट अंडर द रूट सम माइनस, मतलब सपोज ये आता -4, रूट ऑफ -4, डज रूट ऑफ -4 एग्जिस्ट? नो, तो ये आंसर सॉल्व नहीं हो सकता। दैट मीन्स यहां तक बॉडी पहुंचेगा ही नहीं, तो ये दोनों विल कैंसिल। सो हाउ मच इज द टाइम? देन 1 टाइम।